Hello folks, and welcome to the channel. Well, today you find me on a very special Bmw 1250 GSA. So why do I say it's very special? Well, this is actually owned by the boss man at the local BMW dealership, Greg Mansell. So he's kindly let me take his BMW out, and it's a beautiful looking bit of kit. It's actually just had some brand new knobbly tyres fitted, the Michelin Anarchy Wild. So I've not really ridden with full blocky tyres on before, so it just handles a little bit different going into the corner. So those of you that have ridden with these tyres on before will know exactly what I mean. I'm more used to my Michelin Road 6s, if I'm to be being perfectly honest. So it's just handles a little bit differently. But yeah, I didn't go for the big boy GSA, I went for the little one, but this is really nice. He's had lots of mods done on it, bar rides and all that stuff. So yeah, just looking at the video here, look, it just looks absolutely stunning in this livery. He's done a really nice job on it. So yeah, it's running with those Anarchy Wild tyres on it. He's got some kind of fancy exhaust on it as well, so it's very nice. But the reason for today's video is he kindly said that I could go out and try his bike, which they've had Hilltopped. So if you don't know Hilltop, they're a UK company and they've got approved an approved network around the UK, and this has been Hilltopped as well, but not at Hilltop but locally. So he just said, yeah, take it out and try it. And then we have the traffic. Brilliant. There's always something, isn't there? And it's actually nice to get out when it's not smashing it down with rain. But in the UK we've got snow at the moment, and we're sort of halfway through March. So but here it's just windy, cold, but it's dry. So that's why I'm trying to get out on the bike and do some more videos. Yeah, so this bike has been Hilltop locally, and I just thought, yeah, I'll take Greg up on the opportunity of taking it out and see if I can notice any difference, because if I can, I might get mine done. So I've been on the bike now for about an hour. I'm still getting used to the knobbly tyres, but yeah, and suddenly noticed the throttle response. It just seems to be a lot smoother as it sort of revs through the rev range. But I did have the back spinning up in a straight line, and that's just with a fresh set of knobblies on it. So yeah, very entertaining. But yeah, this is should I've got the big GSA, I don't know, but this is very nice. But it does handle differently around the corners with the knobbly tyres on. Anyway, so what do I think about the Hilltop? Yeah, the hour or so that I've been riding it, certainly noticed the difference. The engine is it wants to rev a lot smoother. The throttle response is very nice. Yeah, it's just very pleasant, but it's a bit difficult because it's a different bike, if that makes sense. So it's a different setup. It's a bigger bike, as in a GSA. It's got knobblies on it, it's got a different exhaust, so it's got different handlebars, so it all feels different. So maybe a back-to-back with a standard GSA would have been better, or a standard GS like mine. But what can I say? Well, I'm just going to open the throttle up a little bit, and then I'll just let you know what it's like. But yeah, Mansell collection, lovely people down there. Pop down there, go and have a cup of tea or coffee if you're visiting the island. Yeah, they're a great bunch of guys and gals down there, only too willing to help you out. Yeah, so if you're on holiday down here, go and have a look. But let me just open the throttle up and then I'll get back to you. So higher up the rev range, it's certainly smoother, but I can't show you that on video for obvious reasons. But yeah, I think I might get mine done. So let's talk about the ECU reflash then. Basically, Hilltop have been around for a few years. There's been a few negative comments, but if you go on their website and have a look at the stuff that they've got on there, a lot of positive comments. So yeah, I think I will more than likely get mine done. So you just have to find an approved dealer, or sorry, an approved installer, shall we say, or go to Hilltop themselves if you've got time to take your bike there. I think just a straightforward ECU reflash is, I don't know, 250, 300 quid or something. And then if you take your bike to Hilltop and then put it on the dyno, they do all the stuff with it, then that's a bit more expensive obviously, because you're paying for their time as well. Hopefully we don't drop this knobbly tired shod bike around the corner on this sort of switchback kind of thing. Oh, let's go a bit slowly. So yeah, so I've had the back spinning up, so yeah, the throttle response is nice. So the ECU, obviously it's all to do with emissions, Euro 5, getting it through the stringent emissions and all that kind of stuff. So I think, I'm not an expert, make some comments down below, but I think it just strangles or makes the engine a little bit leaner to get through the emissions. But if you redo the ECU, then it does away with all that. Might even give you a little bit better fuel consumption. Again, if you've had your bike Hilltop, then make some comments in the comment section down below. That would be lovely for other people who are maybe on the fence about whether to have their Hilltop, have the Hilltop flash done on their bike. In relation to warranties, apparently it doesn't affect it because it's hidden on the original ECU, so I can't make any comment about that. But go and speak to your local authorised installer, they'll let you know. But I think it would be a worthwhile thing to do if that's your kind of thing, and I will more than likely get it done on mine. It's nice, it's nice. This bike looks absolutely stunning, doesn't it? You know, when I picked it up this morning, put it next to mine, and I thought, oh yeah, maybe I should have got the big boys version. Yeah, maybe I will in another couple of years get the full fat version, because this is very nice. So I guess if you wanted to take it off, they could take it off for you if you didn't like it. And apparently when you install it, it's either a closed loop or an open loop, and then it relearns. So if you've got a stock bike and you have it reflashed, it sorts it all out so it runs smoother. And then if you put an aftermarket can on, it will relearn that as well. So it's a very intelligent system. So yeah, well, I think that's enough of me waffling. I think, yeah, there is a definite noticeable increase in the oomph and the smoothness at which you apply your oomph, and I think it would be a worthwhile thing to do. But guys, those of you that had it done, certainly on the Bmw GS1250s, make some comments down below. But in the meantime, ride safe, and let's take this lovely machine back to the Mansell collection. And as I say, if you're visiting the island and you're a motorcyclist, even if you haven't got your bike, pop in there and go and say hello to the guys. There's a coffee machine in there. They're more than willing to sort you out. They're a real nice bunch of chaps and chapesses. And it's dry today, force 8, and I would definitely not want to be out on a ferry in that. Would you want to be out there in that? I think I would be absolutely honking my guts up. And on that happy note, let's go back to the Mansell collection. Ta-ta for now. So folks, if you're interested in the Hilltop, contact Hilltop directly or go to your approved installer. So this bike's going back to Mansell's, and very nice it is indeed. Like it, love the colour scheme. So it's going to be very interesting when I jump on my little GS as to how I find my bike. Off camera, this revved out, obviously new, with the knobbly tyres on. It revs a lot quicker and smoother. Whether that's a mental thing, I have absolutely no idea, but yeah, there's definitely a difference, and I will more than likely get mine done as well. So let's jump on mine. Once we go back to Mansell collection, let's jump on mine and see if there is any marked difference, which I tend to think there might be. Sounds nice. Yeah, sounds lovely. And a big thank you for Greg for letting me ride his little baby, which they've Hilltopped. Very nice. Go to your local approved Hilltop installer, go and get your ECU reflashed. It does make a difference. The engine revs smoother and it revs quicker in my book. But I'm going to jump on my little GS, and see what the difference is. So pop down to the Mansell collection, go and have a coffee. They're a lovely bunch of guys. See you soon. Bye bye.